Does the story talk to me? It does if I'm lucky, but it doesn't always. But one of the things you learn is that it will never talk to you if you are not working on it. It will never talk to you if you're not sitting at your typewriter or your yellow pad or your computer actually doing it. Writers think about their books all the time. There's not a moment that goes by that my head is not in my story. But that's not getting the manuscript written. Dennis Lehane always says he thinks about his novels so much that when he comes home, he's surprised that more of it isn't written, because it's just been at the top of his mind so much, but it doesn't get done. And I was reading a book by Ellie Griffiths. She is just marvelous. And it's called The Stranger Diaries, which I highly recommend. She's great. And one of the main characters in this book is an English teacher who tells her class, the muse only comes when you're working. The muse only comes when you're working. And I fully embrace that. I think that's true. Yes, sometimes my characters talk to me. Yes, sometimes the plot talks to me. Yes, sometimes I'll be typing along and I'll actually think, wait, who wrote that? That was not an idea that I had. It just came through my head, through my fingers to the keyboard onto the screen, and that was essentially the first time I saw it. Now that sounds strange, that sounds weird, but if you're lucky, that's what happens. So I live for those moments. I sit at this computer and think, I'm typing and I think, this is the worst sentence that anybody has ever written. The worst. And then I think, yeah, it's pretty bad. Better, let's try another one. And I just keep going and I just keep going and I just keep going, because essentially writing is imagination and addition, and just keep adding and adding and adding. And finally, when you add and add and add, it will add up to a first draft, and then you can go back and subtract. Then you can go back and revise and change and peel away everything that you didn't need. But if you don't advance the story at every moment, the story will just wither and die. You just have to keep going.